Scottish football is famous for its raw passion, die-hard fans, and electrifying atmospheres. Today, we're taking you on a journey through 20 stadiums that truly bring Scottish football to life. From classic old-school grounds to modern-day cauldrons of noise, this is a countdown of the 20 best atmospheres in Scottish football. Let's get started. 20. CAPPIELOW Park. With a capacity of around 11,589, this is an old-school football ground where fans are right on top of the action. Built in 1879, it's one of the oldest stadiums in Scotland, and you can feel the history in its wooden stands and tight terraces. The Greenock Morton faithful are known for their relentless support, making this an intimidating place for visiting teams. 19. Somerset Park. With a capacity of just over 10,185, it's one of the last remaining stadiums in Scotland with a proper terrace setup. Built in 1888, this place breathes nostalgia. Ayr fans are loud, proud, and love their terrace culture. When Somerset is rocking, it feels like a fortress. The raucous noise from the North Terrace is something every away team dreads. This is Scottish lower league football at its finest. 18. East End Park. Next up, at number 18, we have East End Park, home to Dunfermline Athletic. This 11,480-seater stadium has been a football stronghold since 1885. What makes this ground special? The Dunfermline fans, especially in the Norrie McCarthy stand, where the most vocal Pars supporters create an intimidating atmosphere. From high-stakes championship battles to passionate Fife derbies, East End Park knows how to get loud. 17. Gayfield Park. Home to Arbroath FC since 1880, this stadium sits just meters from the North Sea, creating a unique atmosphere unlike any other. Gayfield's 6,600 capacity might seem small, but the sheer rawness of the experience makes up for it. Fans chant through the roaring winds, making it a nightmare for opponents. Some even say the wind itself is Arbroath's 12th man. 16. Palmerston Park. At number 16, we head to Dumfries, where Palmerston Park has been the fortress of the Queen of the South since 1919. With a capacity of 8,690, it may not be the biggest, but it's got a proper football feel. The Dunhamers faithful create an electric atmosphere, especially in big cup games or when a title race is heating up. Plus, this stadium boasts one of the best playing surfaces in Scotland. 15. Fir Park. Motherwell's Fir Park comes in at number 15. Holding 13,677 fans. This stadium has been rocking since 1895. What makes Fir Park special? The boys. This ultra-style group brings relentless chanting, flags, and pyro, lifting the entire stadium's energy. On a big night, the South Stand turns into a wall of noise. 14. McDermott Park. Home of St. Johnstone since 1989, this 10,696-seater stadium is famous for hosting some of Scotland's biggest cup upsets. St. Johnstone's support may not be the biggest, but when this place is full, it can be deafening. Winning the Scottish Cup in 2014 and 2021 has only made the bond between club and fans even stronger. 13. Tannadice Park, Dundee United. Tannadice Park takes our number 13 spot. A 14,223-seater fortress for Dundee United since 1882. This ground thrives on its close-packed stands. Derby days against Dundee FC are legendary. The atmosphere inside Tannadice on those occasions? Absolutely electric. 12. Dens Park, Dundee FC. Speaking of derbies, next up is Dens Park. Home of Dundee FC since 1899. This 11,506 capacity stadium sits just 200 yards from Tannadice, making it one of the closest football rivalries in the world. When Dens is bouncing, it feels like the roof might come off. Whether it's a cup night or a derby, this place can get wild. 11. Rugby Park, Kilmarnock. And at number 11, we have Rugby Park, holding 18,128 fans. This has been Kilmarnock's home since 1899. Killie fans are famous for their pre-match anthem, Paper Roses, which echoes around the stadium before kickoff. Add in a packed-away end, and you've got one of the best atmospheres in Scottish football. 10. Easter Road. This is home to Hibernian FC, one of the two big clubs in Edinburgh. The atmosphere here is at its best during the Edinburgh Derby against Hearts. When Hibs fans are in full voice, the noise is incredible. The stadium's famous "Sunshine on Leith" chant after big victories is one of the most emotional moments in Scottish football. 9. Pittodrie Stadium. Aberdeen's Pittodrie Stadium is one of the coldest and windiest grounds in Scotland. But the Red Army brings the fire. On European nights and matches against Rangers or Celtic, Pittodrie turns into a fortress. The fans are loud, passionate, and don't let visiting teams settle. Pittodrie was the first all-seater stadium in Britain in 1978, even before stadium safety laws were introduced. 8. Caledonian Stadium. It may not be the biggest, but Caledonian Stadium has one of the best atmospheres in the Highlands. Inverness Caledonian Thistles fans are diehards. The club's famous giant killing moments, like beating Celtic in the Scottish Cup, have made this stadium a tough place to visit. The stadium sits right next to the Moray Firth, meaning seagulls often join in with the chanting. 7. Victoria Park. Also known as the Global Energy Stadium, this is proof that small stadiums can still pack a punch. Ross County's fans bring an intimate but electric atmosphere, especially for the Highland Derby against Inverness CT. The stadium is one of the most northern professional football grounds in the UK. 6. New Douglas Park. Hamilton Accies may not be the biggest club, but their fans make New Douglas Park a tough place to play. The tight, compact stands help amplify the noise, and when the ground is full, it feels intimidating for visiting teams. The stadium has a synthetic pitch, one of the few in Scottish professional football. 5. Starks Park. Built in 1891, this stadium has been a fortress for Wraith Rovers for over a century. It's a classic old-school ground, known for its close-knit stands and intense atmosphere. When Dunfermline or East Fife comes to town, the place erupts. The South Stand, where the most vocal Wraith fans gather, is a wall of noise. The roar when Wraith scored a late equalizer against Dunfermline in 2023 was absolutely spine-tingling. 4. Tynecastle Park. Opened in 1886, Tynecastle has been a fortress for Hearts for generations. The club spent £14 million renovating it in 2017, adding a stunning new main stand, but keeping its intimidating atmosphere intact. The stands are so close to the pitch that when the Hearts fans start singing "Hearts, Hearts, Glorious Hearts," the noise is deafening. When they face Hibs in the Edinburgh Derby, the sheer intensity is unmatched. 3. Hampden Park. Originally built in 1903, Hampden has hosted some of the biggest matches in Scottish history, including European Cup finals and Scotland's famous victories over England. When the Tartan Army takes over Hampden, it's electric. The entire stadium belts out "Flower of Scotland" before kickoff, and when Scotland scores, the Hampden roars shake the ground. It's a sight to behold. 2. Ibrox Stadium. Built in 1899, Ibrox has seen Rangers dominate Scottish football for decades. It has a unique bowl-like design, keeping the noise trapped inside. Rangers fans are among the most passionate in the UK. On a European night, when everywhere we go echoes through the stands, it's spine-tingling. And on Old Firm Derby days? Absolute bedlam. 1. Celtic Park. Built in 1892, Celtic Park has been the fortress of Celtic for over a century. With its steep stands and fanatical support, it's a nightmare for visiting teams. The Green Brigade, the club's ultra section, leads the charge, with constant singing, choreographed displays, and the famous pre-match, "You'll Never Walk Alone," one of the most awe-inspiring sights in football. Scottish football is about passion, loyalty, and unforgettable atmospheres. Whether it's a massive Old Firm clash at Celtic Park or a heated Fife Derby at Starks Park, these stadiums deliver incredible football experiences. Which stadium do you think has the best atmosphere? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Scottish football content.